are live. What's up, guys? Alexy's Greatest here. We are joined by Shane DeVoe and Huggy. Woo! And I am Austin Pepper. Huggy, this is your first video with us during the playoffs.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
It's usually either me going alone. Last week I had him. We usually have Nico with me sometimes, but
now you got me.
Finally have you for the playoffs. I mean, I have you for videos, just not the playoffs, but we finally got you in.
We're here.
And your Eagles are in the playoffs too, so
yes.
You're actually you can actually celebrate for once.
Darn right.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
It's a great feeling.
All right. Well, so last week we both predicted the same things for Wild Card Week, right? And we both went 2-2. We lost both our Saturday games, but we were right on Sunday. So
that's all that matters. I'd rather be
all
right
that matters.
Sunday than Saturday.
I mean, they were equivalent, but you know, it is what it is. So this week, let's just go right in our first game.
All right.
Our first game will be the Philadelphia Eagles at home to take on the Atlanta Falcons. I'm going to start with you, Shane. Actually, no, I'm going to start with you, Huggy, since you are the Eagles fan.
All right.
I'm going to start with you. Falcons at Eagles battle. Gotta love being live.
Darn right.
Battle of the Birds. Falcons at Eagles. Huggy, who's it going to be?
Well, you already know I'm taking the Eagles. But I'm a little nervous, okay? Because, yes, we're in the playoffs, okay? But we haven't played in a week, so we're a young team. Hopefully that doesn't mess us up. It should help us, but we'll see. Second off, you know, I miss Carson Wentz. I love him to death. And he's not with us.
We all miss Carson Wentz.
Yeah. So with Nick Foles, I still love Nick Foles, yes. But he didn't play the well the past couple games, so that also makes me a little nervous. Second off, you know, I just want us to win, okay? Because we had a great season, and it cannot end like this. So we're going to the Super Bowl, all right? So I'm taking the Eagles to win a very good game against the Falcons at home.
All right, Shane?
Again, we all say we all miss Carson Wentz. If Carson Wentz was this team, I have no doubt the Eagles could go to the Super Bowl. But
absolutely.
Well, the last 3 weeks of how Nick Foles has been playing, barely beating the Raiders and losing a tough-fought game to the Dallas Cowboys, and now coming off the bye week, I just don't trust him. I understand this defense is a little bit, everyone on the offense and defense is beat up, but I just don't think they're going to be good enough to beat the reigning NFC champions, the Atlanta Falcons, who many people thought we were going to lose last week. Let's be honest, by the record, and they killed the Rams. I believe this game's going to be a little bit closer than that Rams game, but I still pick the Falcons winning in the upset.
All right. My keys to victory here. I'm going to have a couple keys to victories. For the Eagles, their key to victory, they need to keep the offense running.
Yes.
That offense needs to stay on the field as long as possible, because you keep your defense fresh and alive, they're going to be performing at their best.
Yes.
So the Eagles need to do their best to stay on that field against a highly improving Falcons defense. I'll talk about them a little later. Falcons, their key to victory, get the lead early. They drain because the Philadelphia crowd, home field advantage could easily turn on them here. Because the moment the Eagles are down by 10 early in the game, the crowd's going to be kind of lifeless. They're going to be just booing their own team, because we know how Philadelphia can get. So if Atlanta does that, what's that?
Just ask Santa Claus.
Yeah, that's true.
They actually apologized to him this year, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm
glad.
I'm glad amends were made.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, I think the Philadelphia crowd could end up just getting drained if the Falcons take that early lead. As of now, I think I have to take the Falcons. They are an up-and-coming team. Their offense is definitely not where it was last season, but their defense is, I think their defense is starting to look a bit like Seattle's defense from before. And I mean, of course they got Dan Quinn as their head coach, but yeah, I think Seattle may. I'm sorry, not Seattle. I think Atlanta might strike a very similar look to Seattle and possibly get that Super Bowl.
Okay.
Maybe not this season, but.
So as of right now, we have the 2 Falcons against the 1 Eagle. Okay, and our next game.
Our next game, the next Saturday game, would be we're both 1 seeds on Saturday. The New England Patriots will host the Tennessee Titans. The Titans with a huge upset. Kind of wanted to predict it, but I didn't. But I said it could happen,
and I also said that it could possibly happen too, because and we stayed. Kansas City was horrible in the last 5 games at home. They have
yeah.
lost, including last year's field goal game with Pittsburgh.
No,
So
man.
it's kind of contradictory that they lost again by this time 8 point, not 2.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And I mean, Tennessee, you know, like Mariota, he put the work in. Like, this guy, he's kind of a white knight. He may be the white knight to take down Tom Brady. Who knows? But
The Hawaiian Knight.
Yeah.
the Hawaiian Knight. Excuse me. I'm gonna start with you, Shane. Who do you have here?
I understand that Titans got a major franchise win last week, beating the 3 seed in the Kansas City Chiefs, and it was a 4 seed, major win in beating them.
That was their first win in how long for playoffs?
A while. It was their first.
Yeah. Forever.
But that was a much needed confidence boost. It gave now their head coach the secure, yes, you got your job for the next year or so. But I think this is the week that it's going to end. I hate this. Tom Brady's going to go in there and just decimate them. And if somehow the Titans could pull off what they did in the second half for the entire game, potentially it could be close. But I'm still saying 99% Brady, 1% Titans.
All right. Hagi?
I hate to say it, but I gotta agree with Shane O'Mac here, and I'm gonna take the Patriots in a close game, though, very close game.
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's close.
Is that what you got to say, really?
That's all I gotta say.
All right.
Not much to say.
My keys to victory right now, New England, just keep your offense running the way it has been. Your offense is dominant, and you guys have the win easily. Titans, keep the game close and keep running that ball. New England's run defense is nowhere near it used to be, and you run that ball hard on them, you're going to keep the game close. And the best thing you can do is keep the game close, because if you keep it close, you're going to have a shot, because they're not like Kansas City. You can't come back on the Patriots. But I think Tennessee has a shot if they keep it close. But I got to go with the New England Patriots. Their system is just practically unbeatable at this point.
So we all picked the Patriots.
We all picked the Patriots.
He's got the number 1 seed in the NFC going, and we got the number 1 seed in the AFC going to the championship game.
All right. We're going to move on to the Sunday batch of games, which starts with the Jacksonville Jaguars headed to Pittsburgh, where they have upset before, not just in the regular season, but they did in the playoffs just 11 years ago, I think.
The wild card
No, it was
round.
10 years ago now. Back in the wild card round. This is the divisional round. I'm going to start with you, Shane. Who do you have?
My heart is telling me the Steelers, and my mind's telling me Steelers, but somewhere in the back of my mind, my subconscious is saying Jacksonville. But
they're a really good team.
They are good, and Ben has stated this is probably the best defense he's ever seen in his entire career. And the fact that now we have Steelers players who shouldn't be saying comments that they should be saying, and Mike Mitchell. But I think now with the fact that we have Antonio Brown back, this offense and Mike Tomlin studied last week's game that Jacksonville played and some major weaknesses in this Jacksonville offense and defense. They're going to execute on it, and gave Le'Veon Bell the leading rusher in most carries this year with over 400 carries. He's going to run the ball. He's going to win them this game.
All right. Hagi?
All right, I'm going to steal a page out of your book. My keys for victory here for Jacksonville: run the ball. Their top 2 receivers are out, so run the ball. For the Steelers, run the ball.
Actually, those are both my keys to victory.
Yes, I'm Tom. Yeah.
Well, I actually had like 2 keys to victory, but they apply to both teams.
All right.
Yeah, both teams really need to run the ball, and the defenses need to force the offenses to pass, because whoever passes the most is probably going to lose. If Bortles has to throw over 30 passes, I don't expect the Jaguars to win. If the Steelers get Le'Veon Bell like over 30 carries, I think the Steelers will probably win.
And I think a major X factor in this game is going to be Juju and Martavis Bryant. Both of them are going to be X factors in this game.
Oh yeah, they're going to have to be.
Considering they're going to be double covering now Antonio Brown, possibly double covering Martavis. It's going to leave Juju, Jesse James, and a bunch of these other core players open for Ben to take out.
That's right. We never actually got your pick, Hagi. Who are you taking?
I'll take the Steelers.
You're going to take the
Give me
Steelers?
the Steelers.
I'm also going to take the Steelers. Well, I think this game can go either way. If you're a fan of smash mouth defensive football, this may be the game for you. But I'm going to go with experience here, and I'm going to take the Steelers.
So we all picked the Steelers. We have in our games.
So we all have the same AFC championship.
Yes.
Steelers at Patriots. And then finally, for the last game of divisional round weekend, we have the New Orleans Saints going to Minnesota in a Week 1 rematch. Hagi?
You know,
do you have?
I thought a lot about this, actually.
Okay.
I'm actually going to take the Vikings.
Okay.
All right, in a very, very close game. Hear me out, though, okay? NFC Championship, 2 quarterbacks you never thought. Nick Foles, Case Keenum. Matchup right there.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be a really interesting headline.
A third string back and the second string in the conference championship.
I mean, quarterbacks not necessarily selling papers, but the defenses will.
Yeah.
Okay. And Minnesota could end up with possibly one of the best home field advantages of all time.
Possibly.
Shane?
But I can see it going either way. So.
Yeah.
I'll take Minnesota.
We talked about this last week when we made our further predictions. I did say last week that the Saints were going to play the Vikings in this divisional round weekend. And I'm saying it again, ladies and gentlemen, the Saints go to the NFC Championship game. They knock out the home team who will have the Super Bowl in their hometown out of the playoffs. And Drew Brees is going to go to his second NFC Championship game.
All right.
See that.
All right.
And play his Eagles, or I pick the Falcons.
Okay. Keys to victory here. Haven't really thought about the keys to victory a whole lot for this game. For the Saints, I think they got to run the ball.
The two-headed monster.
The two-headed monster and Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram.
Yeah.
They got to run that ball because that Viking secondary, scary stuff. Really scary stuff. Yeah, but I mean, Drew Brees is inside, so that's how he likes it. So, as for Minnesota, really, they got to get that home crowd fired up. That home crowd's fired up, they might have that win in the bag.
And when also, it's possibly snowing this weekend in Minnesota. The stadium might have the windows open to get that cold air in there and to mess with Drew Brees. Mind tactics. But that also might pee off a lot of Minnesota fans, just saying. But we'll see. We'll see this weekend.
They're used to the cold. They can handle it.
I'm going to go with the Saints here. I think the Saints are... I think I just have to go with the better quarterback for this game. I could easily see either team winning, but not only that, just history does not suit the Super Bowl homer too well. Because the farthest a team that's hosted the Super Bowl has ever gotten was the divisional round, which we saw last year with the Houston Texans, if I am not mistaken.
Yep.
So I think the Vikings will probably have a similar fate. But if the Vikings win and if the Falcons win, then whoever would win the NFC Championship would just stay there the next week.
Yep.
But I gotta go with the Saints.
Yep.
So we have the same NFC Championship. We both have completely different NFC Championships.
Yeah. While we all have the same AFC Championship game.
Yes. So, all right. So the AFC Championship would be first the following week. So we all have Patriots Steelers for AFC Championship as of now. Who would you all take? I'll start with you, Shane.
Again, I stated from the beginning of the year, I think this is the year. Week 15, Pittsburgh, let's be honest, if it wasn't for a simple line of the rule of the ground, the ball must be complete with the ground, Pittsburgh would have won the game and been monkey off the back of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think now that if they could get past Jacksonville and not win big, but win a very hard-fought game and go into New England, having that confidence that they almost beat the Patriots in Pittsburgh. I believe they're going to beat the Patriots in New England by less than a field goal. I think it's going to be that close of a game with everyone back healthy. Pittsburgh wins to go to their 8th Super Bowl.
Okay. Hagi?
Fuck.
All he says, fuck it, and drops the phone.
Yep. Well,
I think you predicted that.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well, I hate the Patriots, and I don't want to see that in there, so I'm going to say the Steelers.
Okay, we'll take it.
We'll take it.
For once, so I appreciate your bias.
Have an Eagles-Steelers Super Bowl. PA Super Bowl, right there. That's my setup scenario.
Yep.
And
Minnesota.
And the Eagles win, beat the team with the most Steelers, Super Bowl wins, and start our...
I mean, hey, as long as the Patriots are out, I'm happy. like I said, like, I'm not gonna lie, my hopes of the Steelers beating the Patriots have honestly increased. But I need to keep my hopes low. I don't want to get too cocky. So I'd have to say the Patriots would still beat the Steelers as of now. But I'm believing the Steelers could do it. But as far as I know, Patriots are still in the Steelers' head, so I have to go with the Patriots. But NFC Championships. Now, I'm going to start with you because you have a different NFC Championship than us. You would have the Vikings at the Eagles.
Yes.
Or Eagles at Vikings.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Vikings at Eagles. Yeah.
It'd be here, yeah.
So, we'll get this quickly.
Eagles.
Who do you take? Eagles? All right.
Yes.
And then we would have Falcons at Saints, a 4th seed hosting NFC Championship. That's
Never happened.
I don't know if it ever has happened. I'd have to look that up. But who would you have?
It'll be, again, the 3rd time in the season that these division rivals have met each other.
Saints would have faced 2 division rivals 3 times. I don't know if that's ever happened either.
I don't think it happens either. But I believe the Saints are going to get their bid for the Super Bowl.
Oh.
And Drew Brees will have a chance to go for his 2nd ring and possibly retire if he wins. So I'm calling the Saints to win that game.
I'd have to agree. I think the Saints would win that game. I think the Falcons might be another year away. So, as of now, you have
The Eagles.
Steelers-Eagles Super Bowl.
Yes.
And Battle of Pennsylvania, BOPA, BOPA,
In
Bopa.
Minnesota.
in Minnesota.
Yep.
And you're taking the Eagles?
The Eagles, yes.
All right.
Eagles are my Super Bowl champions for this year. Please.
All right. You believe in Foles.
Yes,
Okay.
I do. I believe in the team.
I believe in Foles. Oh, sorry, Foles. I thought it was Foles.
Hey.
All right, so you would have Saints-Steelers Super Bowl. Who would you have?
It's the battle of the arguably the top 5 best quarterbacks to ever played in this game.
It's the Black and Gold Bowl.
Yep.
I like it.
And I have to go with Pittsburgh on this. I think Ben really, if they make it to the Super Bowl, that's Ben's time to give this offensive line the ring that they needed. They should have had a ring years ago based off what they did a couple years ago in the playoffs when they had a decent, everyone was healthy, their defense was below average but still good enough to win games, but their offense was fantastic. I believe the Steelers get the ring this year in the Super Bowl against the Saints, get the 7th ring, and Ben goes off in the Blades of Glory.
Well, I'd have the Saints and Patriots, and you know what? I'm going to take the New Orleans Saints if this happens. Because the Patriots defense is just not the same defense without Dante Hightower. And I think the Saints, I think they're evenly matched on offense. It's a matter of defense, and I think the Saints have a better defense. So I would take the New Orleans Saints getting their 2nd Super Bowl victory over the New England Patriots in a big upset.
Wow, there you go.
All right.
And now, will Drew Brees retire, though, if he gets that ring, considering he might not be with this team next
well, considering he'd be a free agent, I think he would call it off there, but who knows? Who knows?
year? So, okay, we have the Saints as the Super Bowl champions, we have the Steelers, and we also have the Eagles as Super Bowl champions.
Got a
All right.
variety here.
All right, nice variety.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
it. I like it. All right, well, I guess we got everything out of the way here. Any final thoughts?
Go Eagles.
Steelers, be careful what you ask for, because a person named by the A.J. Boyd stated a comment that be careful what you wish for, and Ben, we know, doesn't like he causes drama, but he doesn't like to target specific players on defense about their position, but when he states that he wants to play his team, it's a respect thing. And when Mike Mitchell states that we're going to beat the Patriots and we are playing Jacksonville this weekend, he better be careful what he's asking for, because now Blake Bortles is going to target him down the field. Let's hope Mike Mitchell's ready for that.
That was a long thought.
Yep.
My final thoughts are, braids are fun. Thank you guys for watching. This has been the Galaxy's Greatest Austin Peffer, along with Shane DeVoe and Huggy.
Woo!
We'll see you guys next time.
Shout out to
Take
Eat
it
That Pussy
easy.
445.
I wish you the best of luck. You'll be at the Eagles game, so hopefully you don't, die.
Oh my god.
I'll be looking forward to your videos, buddy. Otherwise, take care, everyone. It's not ending.